Land, they can't make any more.
When you got land, you're in a different game.
Just looking at it from, the past 100, 150 years, black land ownership has declined significantly.
I got offered
the
$3
land.
million
That's
for
what
the
it's about, right? The Atlanta Film Festival is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year, and one of the big local stories is an award-winning documentary shot here in Metro Atlanta, Brannu, the Urban Horseman. The story follows Brandon Fulton, an urban horseman in South Fulton, as he battles the local government while trying to build his ranch and protect his land and his legacy. And it premieres this Sunday at the festival. Joining us in studio this morning is a writer-director, Adelin Gasana, and producer Julia Griggs. Great to have both of you with us this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
What a fascinating story this is. And Julia, you really got this thing going, got this rolling, because you saw him. Explain what happened that day.
Yeah, so I saw him in 2022 on the Beltline. I was on the Beltline with some friends, and I saw this man on a horse, and I went up to him, and I instantly thought that this would make a great news story for the network that I was working for at the time. So we exchanged information, and as I dug deeper, I saw what happened to him in 2016 and charged with animal cruelty. And every news clip and every news article read the same. Former celebrity DJ purchased land in Fulton County.
Because his land is down there by Camp Creek Parkway. We're talking 27 acres of land, which is a lot of land. I mean, he's sitting on a gold mine down there, and the government certainly wants that, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Right.
So he purchased this land in Fulton County, and I said to myself, how does someone purchase land and shortly after that charged with animal cruelty? It didn't make sense to me. So I wanted to know who this individual was, what was his reason and vision for purchasing this land, and what happened to the horses that they took after the charges were dropped and never returned.
Right.
So for me, I wanted to know more about the story. So I was introduced to Adelin, and I watched his documentary, Bowlegs of Marvin Arrington Sr., and I said, Adelin, I have this story on the urban cowboy. And Adelin agreed to meet with us, and we turned into a feature
what got
film.
you interested in the story?
It's the modern day David versus Goliath story. One man against all the odds. And the more we got into Brandon's story about his clashes with government, obviously we talk about the privatized interest of real estate developers who wants his land, who's salivating over his land. We thought there was something symbolic. And so this was also a great opportunity to raise even deeper questions and nuanced conversations on gentrification, eminent domain, land stewardship, conservation.
Right.
And so Brandon was the perfect person for that.
Well, the story is not just about this quote-unquote urban cowboy, this man who has this land. It really is about what's happening in our society right now. The land is going away very quickly, and government is taking over land for what they say is
gentrification
exactly
and black land ownership, and even to our black farmers.
Yeah, he's living his American dream. Not all of us wants the white picket fence and a two-car garage. In my case, the end unit in a townhouse subdivision in the gated community. He wants horses and he wants land. He wants equine therapy on his land. But then also, this documentary raises questions about what is the power of government? What is the role of government? Where do we fit ourselves into the changing dynamics of community? Where do we kind of come in to help facilitate that? So those are the conversations we want to elicit. And for those who do come out to the screening, they're going to feel themes of justice, themes of freedom, and the power of dreams.
At the end of the day, what do you want people to leave with after they see this film?
I want them to see a man who is fighting for his vision and the courage it takes for the past 10 years fighting with the city government officials in South Fulton and take away a different lifestyle, something different that you can do in rural cities and in the city.
Inspiration. Like she said, 10 years of getting all the slings and arrows thrown at him, and he's still at it. And the interesting thing about this document is real time. It's happening right now. Right. It hasn't stopped. It's ongoing. And so one of our challenges was, Julie, how do we exactly finish this? So we came to a nice finale for the documentary, and it's enough to not only help Brandon in his efforts, but inspire young people to realize there's something bigger than us that we can all achieve.
Yes. Thank you both so much for coming in to tell us about it. Brannu, the Urban Horseman, premieres at the Atlanta Film Festival. It is this Sunday as part of the festival's 50th anniversary celebration. We're going to be posting screening details on our website. AtlantaNewsFirst.com. Thank you again.
Yes. High noon.